Did you know that there are over 500,000 online predators active on social media platforms every day? This is according to Michael E. Kraut and the FBI. I don't know about you, but that doesn't make me feel safe, especially about my kids. Social media sign-up guidelines need to be rewritten. After reading a 2016 article by Christopher Escobedo Hart entitled Social Media Law, Significant Developments. No, see, I need to start again. I'm sorry.
You got significant developments and the danger of social media.
Yeah, the dangers of social media is the video.
People,
okay.
Social media.
No, I know what it is. I see that.
No,
I'm ready. I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that there are over 500,000 online predators active every day on social media platforms? This is according to Michael E. Kraut and the FBI. I don't know about you, but that doesn't make me feel safe, especially about my children. So social media guidelines need to be rewritten to change this. After reading a 2016 article entitled Social Media Law, Significant Developments by Christopher Escobedo Hart, as well as watching a video entitled The Dangers of Social Media, this was in 2011, by directors Jay Flatts and Brian Stewart, as well as reading parts of a book by Victoria A. Goodyear entitled Young People, Social Media and Health. I feel confident to explain the guidelines of social media to you in the ways that they need to be changed. So today, I will be explaining the social media guidelines and why they need to be changed first. Second, I will be discussing a plan in which to take that we can change these social media guidelines to better protect our children. And third, I will help you to visualize my plan in action. You can see the benefits of it as well as its practicality. Let me first discuss social media guidelines and the issues with it. All it takes to sign up for a social media account is a name and an email. According to Martin Moore for Internet Policy Review, in 2012, Facebook admitted that 83 million active users, equivalent to the population of Germany, is either a duplicate or a false account. To sign up for Twitter, all you need is an email, a verified email, or a valid phone number. To sign up for Instagram, all you would need is a valid email or a valid phone number, and you have to be at least 13 years of age. The issue with this is that to obtain an email address, all you need is three things. You need a first and last name, a username, and also a password that you would input 2 times. The problem with this is that there's no age verification for this email, as well as no identification verification for this email as well. In that same article by Martin Moore, he states that children between the ages of 12 to 15 are the most susceptible to online predators that could either be grooming or manipulating them. So I think that needs to be changed. So first I discussed social media guidelines in the way that we can change them in order to make it better. And then second, my second point, I'm going to discuss my suggestions in order to change these social media guidelines to better protect our children. So I have 3 suggestions that we could implement that may help protect children in the future. So first, I suggest that we require an identification verification in the form of a scanned ID or a driver's license. And this is just to protect people from catfishing other people. Also, if the person is under 18 years of age, it would require a parent or a legal guardian to use their ID and to know that they are signing up for this account. My second suggestion is that the minimum age limit for people to sign up for social media be raised to 15 years old. According to Diana Graeber in 2023, currently almost all of the social media platforms only require a person to be 13 years old. And then my third suggestion is that there are stricter parental controls for these social media platforms for the people that are under 18 years of age. And this is just for the protection. Also, it gives the parents or legal guardians more of access to who they're talking to, as well as the restriction on a time limit that they spent on this social media platform. So first I talked about social media guidelines and the ways that they could be changed. Second, I talked about a plan that could change these social media guidelines. And for my third point, I'm going to help you visualize my plan in action so you can see the benefits and the practicality of it. So take Bobby, for example. Bobby is a 12-year-old who likes to play on Roblox. He plays with a virtual friend that he met about a year ago. And on his 13th birthday, Bobby finally got an Instagram. He shared his screen name with this virtual friend on Roblox. So they were in contact more and more on Instagram. But unfortunately, Bobby gave out his home address to this virtual friend, thinking that maybe he could come over and play in real life one day with him. But little did he know that Bobby was actually talking to a 38-year-old man that was across the United States. This man had been grooming him since day one. And come the next week, and Bobby is kidnapped from his home in his bed in the dead of night. This is an unfortunate hypothetical situation, but it is based on events that have actually occurred. I think the protection of children should be of utmost importance for these social media giants. So first, I explained why social media guidelines need to be changed. Second, I explained my plan in which to implement these guideline changes. And third, I tried to help you visualize a way to see this plan in action. So if Bobby, if my plan was in place, Bobby would not have been catfished by this man because of the identification verification that was required to sign up for social media. If my plan was in place, Bobby's parents would have been able to track him more and see who he was talking to online. And if my plan was in place, Bobby wouldn't have had a social media until he was 15 years old, and hopefully he was more educated in the dangers of online predators and online grooming. The guidelines for social media just need to be rewritten. So first, I talked about the guidelines and what needed to be changed. Second, I talked about my plan of action in order to change these guidelines. And third, I helped you visualize with the example of Bobby. In conclusion, children's protection should be the main focus of social media guidelines because more and more kids are getting social media nowadays. And so I think that is enough of a reason to be able to change these guidelines in order to protect the kids of the future. I feel like there's something that we can do to help that. So first, I would like to compose an email to send out to these social media platforms, kind of advocating for these social media guidelines to be rewritten in order to protect children, which I can forward to you or to everybody. Also, I urge you to use your voice on social media and your platform to advocate for these kids who might not necessarily get a voice. And also to show that the statistics of the social media involving kids and online predators. And also, I want to suggest maybe writing letters or emails to lawmakers, suggesting more laws to be made in order to protect these kids. So first, in summary, I talked about all the guidelines, and I think that those guidelines need to be changed. So that's my second point, was showing you the ways that we could change these things. And third, I actually showed a visualization of my plan in action. So I hope that my plan has inspired you to actually take action in order to make a change, and we can make a better future. Thank you.